Will dismissing the impeachment trial save the Philippines money and investigation into accountability and cost? Would dismissing the impeachment trial against Vice President Sara Duterte truly save the Philippines millions of pesos? Or is that claim a convenient deflection from deeper questions of accountability, transparency, and public trust? That is the question reverberating across the halls of Congress, social media platforms, and university classrooms after the office of the Vice President, OVP, made a bold assertion that a Supreme Court dismissal of the impeachment case would mean millions of pesos saved for the nation. At the heart of this debate is a statement from OVP spokesperson Ruth Castelo, who told reporters, if the Supreme Court says there is no need because it should be dismissed for technical reasons or whatever reason that the court gives, we'll be very lucky as a country because we'll save millions and millions of money on the trial that is technically defective from the beginning. Castelo's tone was one of confidence, even optimism. Her message was clear. Why spend public funds on a trial that might be flawed from the outset? Redirect those funds, she said, to more urgent national needs. But for Congressman Paolo Ortega of La Union's 1st District, that logic is far from convincing. In a pointed rebuttal at the Batasang Pambansa, Ortega didn't just question the math, he questioned the motive. Maybe she needs a cost-benefit analysis because she can't be throwing around statements like that, he said. It would be better if they study it. This is an opinion against an opinion. Ortega's remarks land with force. After all, how much does an impeachment trial actually cost? Castelo offered no figures. In contrast, Ortega pointed to the 612.5 million pesos in confidential funds given to the OVP and the Department of Education under Duterte's leadership in 2022 and 2023. The very funds at the center of the impeachment case. I don't think expenditures for an impeachment would reach 612 million pesos, Ortega remarked. Let's look at their matrix. So what exactly is at stake? It's not just about pesos and centavos. It's about a nation's soul. An impeachment trial, while expensive, is a constitutional mechanism designed to hold the most powerful in government accountable. If that process is shelved, not because the allegations are resolved, but because of technical reasons, what message does that send? For every peso the country might save by not going through with the trial, there's a potential cost: the erosion of democratic norms, the weakening of public institutions, and the growing skepticism among citizens that the powerful play by different rules. Critics argue that the idea of savings is a red herring. What are we really saving if we're refusing to examine how 612 million pesos in confidential funds were spent? What's the value of democracy if it's cut short to avoid the cost of due process? More importantly, this controversy arrives at a time when public distrust in government spending is already dangerously high. Citizens, especially young Filipinos, deserve more than press statements and optimistic soundbites. They deserve facts, clarity, and above all, transparency. The OVP maintains that it is prepared to face the trial if necessary and that it respects the decision of the Supreme Court. But the burden of proof now lies with them. If the claim is that dismissal equals savings, then let the numbers be shown. Let the figures speak louder than the sound bites. As Congressman Ortega emphasized, this isn't just a political squabble. It's a moment that could shape how the nation views justice and truth. And in a time when every Filipino is tightening their belt, when every classroom is underfunded and every public hospital is stretched thin, the public has every right to ask, who really benefits from dismissing this trial? Because in a democracy, every peso matters, but so does every question. And the answers must come not from convenience, but from courage. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to AngKampanero. Tinig ng katotohanan, tunog ng kasaysayan. Thank you to our new subscribers and to those who continue to watch and engage. Let's keep the bell ringing for truth, justice, and freedom.